Ooh, welcome back to Try Thinking Again, the podcast, y'all. If you haven't seen the first episode, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and check that out. Just quick plug, because I really enjoyed making that episode. Now, let's get into what happened this week. Now, today, I just want to talk about a few things that happened this week. Not a lot happened this week. It was a cool week. I don't like to get into politics, and I don't like to get into other stuff because I'll go on rants. And this podcast will be 2 hours long just for me going on one rant. So I try to keep it strictly in music news. And once I get to a point where I feel comfortable talking about other stuff, then we will get into other stuff. But right now, strictly music. So first off, we got Kanye going stupid again. Now last week I talked about Kanye. And it was like interesting to me because I was like, there's no possible way that he could top what he did last week. But boy, was I wrong. Literally 2 days later after I made the podcast, he topped that shit. He topped that shit quick as hell. Went to North Charleston, South Carolina. Now, for those of you guys don't know, I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. So I was very aware that he was coming here. So basically, it was weird just not only knowing that he was not far from me, literally 2 hours and like 30 minutes from me, but acting as crazy as he was, not only to black people, but to people at his rally, screaming at folks, walking off the stage like a little child, retreating back to his ranch in Wyoming. Now, after this, he proceeded to say that new music was coming. And I was just like, are you serious? Are we doing this again? And I heard Donda off of the project because Wave Radio with Chase B and Travis Scott, they previewed a lot of music, and Kanye West Donda was one of the tracks that was previewed. And y'all, that track is so beautiful. From Kanye's lyrics to the sample, it's a beautiful track. But I just don't understand why he has to, like, when the music comes around, there's the antics. Some people say he's faking. Some people say he has a disease, and it's not my place to talk about it. It's not my place to say anything but how I feel about it. And if you do have bipolar disorder, I just kind of want to know, why does it always show the most when there's music involved? And if there's not music involved, then why does it really just shows when music is involved. I don't really see it show when nothing else is involved. I mean, when the Jesus is King album was coming out, you were very much quiet. You were very quiet. And nothing out of the normal was going on, but then you decided to just go completely back to ape shit. And I don't understand that personally, but if that's how you move, that's how you move. I have no say in that. But you do you, buddy. You do you. And I will check the album out. I love samples. So I'm a sucker for Kanye West. So I'm gonna check the album out, review it whenever it comes out. It's supposed to come out today. It didn't come out. I waited all last night. Kinda pissed, but whatever. Let's move on. So J. Cole dropped 2 new tracks, and I was just gonna talk about this later on. But the only reason I want to bring this up is because I want to bring up a small point. I'm going to give my review on the tracks later, but basically I want to say he's nearing retirement. This album is called The Fall Off, and when you fall off, it's usually the end of something or nearing the end of something. So you could tell that he's in near retirement, or this is retirement for him. And I'm just saying, losing people like J. Cole and Kendrick is going to make the game weird. It's going to make the game weird. We're losing 2 greats. We're losing 2 people that... We're losing the last of the lyrical generation that the young people can get with. There's not a lot of lyrical rappers that young people can get with. I mean, we're all dancing to this hype, lip, blue, blue, blop shit. You know, the We Paids and the What's Poppins and the Blinding Lights. That's what motherfuckers is jamming to. Circles. You know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just Google the names of what I'm saying. But basically, that's what we're jamming to. Losing them is just like losing a part of the genre, a part of hip hop. right now because I like hearing J. Cole. It's always a breath of fresh air because I'm so used to listening to one trap music or bullshit that I simply kind of enjoy. So that's just one thing for me. But I feel like if we can, you know, survive without J. Cole, or if there's people that can take their spots comfortably, then that's what it is. But I just feel like those two leaving, it just puts a dent in the game. Like it's a lot. Like yeah, but I'm out. I'm out of that topic. Now let's get to the versus battle between DMX and Snoop Dogg. I simply love this battle. I love both these artists. I love Snoop and I really love DMX. Grew up on DMX. My father was a very, 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 very big fan of DMX. So knowing DMX catalog and knowing what wasn't played kind of ticked me off because he did play Rough Riders Anthem, but he didn't play the remix. I'm talking about the remix with Dragon and a few other people, but he sung it like my dog's gone, your dog's gone, and then we go. You know what I'm saying? Like he did that, which is in the remix, but you're singing it, and it's the original. I love the original personally, but I love the remix better. It's just hype. It was way more hype, personally. And, you know, I'm kind of glad that he did play everything else. You know, he played, you know, What's My Name? How's It Going Down? The Joint with Aaliyah. Slippin', personal fave. Y'all, Slippin' hits. I don't care what decade we're in. Slippin' hits, my nigga. Don't care. So, as far as like who won, I'm still giving it to Snoop. I'm so biased when it comes to DMX, but I'm still giving it to Snoop. But simply because it's like, yo, it's hits. And it's the fact that Snoop still had like bombs that he didn't even drop. So, I know if he dropped those bombs, like he would have won for sure. But I think he took it easy on DMX. They're really, really good friends. So, but it was just really good to see people come together and not make it seem like a competition. Just make it seem like it's a family reunion, just like a friends meeting up, playing music, having fun together, smoking a blunt, drinking, doing what they're doing, eating now laters. I like now laters. You know what I'm saying? It's just that just seemed like a good time, and that's what made it a good time for everybody that was watching. So if you were able to watch that battle, then man, you got to witness a good time and some history, man. And also you got to learn some things. So, all right, next, Nicki Minaj is pregnant. I don't care. Congratulations to her and her husband, Mr. Petty. But it doesn't affect my life in any way. I only wish her a safe and healthy pregnancy, and you know, and everything else like that. I mean, there's nothing else that I could contribute to this thing. So, moving on. Alright, so Draya Michelle said something very ignorant about Meg Thee Stallion's current situation, allegedly with Tory Lanez. So she assumed that these two were together and he liked her so much that he didn't want her to leave, so he shot her in the foot. And she said that she would want someone to like her that much. Now, I never thought Draya Michelle was bad personally. I thought she was like kind of cute, but as the years went on, her face just looks weird and she lost a lot of her thickness. So like, to me, she's just a regular chick now, and like that's it. But to be very ignorant to someone I assume to be your friend, you know, they took those pictures together where Meg make her look like a toothpick with her thickness. So it was just weird just seeing her act like that towards someone that's supposed to be your friend. Like, that's so disrespectful. But at the end of the day, I hope Megan says she's going to speak out about it soon when she gets good and ready. So I'm curious to hear that because I want to hear exactly what happened. I also want to hear what Tory Lanez has to say because it's always three sides to the story. Her side, his side, and the truth. And we got to see which one sounds more like the truth than the other. So that's it for today's news. That's it for all the BS that happened this week. Like I said, it was a light week. I would have talked more if there was more to talk about, but there really isn't. So let's get into the new music. Now, New music starting off with Gunna's Deluxe. Now, we've been waiting on the Deluxe since June. So, when the Deluxe dropped, I was like, ooh. Favorite tracks off of there are Sweet Street Sweeper, One Watch, and Relentless. And Dirty Diana. Was Dirty Diana on the original, though? Because that was something I couldn't figure out when I took a listen to it. No, it wasn't. So that's a new track. Yeah, really enjoyed that. F the World, Brent Faiyaz, and 2 Chainz. I love 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is one of my, like, in my top 10 favorite rappers. So, this remix of F the World with Brent Faiyaz is perfect. 2 Chainz was perfect on this song, and I know they shot the video to it. So I'll be looking forward to looking at the video, and that'll be dope for sure. This song with Jacquees and Chris Brown is called Put In Work. Yo, if y'all like R&B and you like Chris Brown and Jacquees, yo, please check this out, yo. Because this right here is probably my favorite track from Jacquees in about 3 years. So, we got Cafeteria with Chase B and Don Toliver. Chase B being the producer, Don Toliver and being the artist. And this is featuring Gunna. This is amazing. I completely love this beat and I love this song. I heard this on Wave Radio, and at first I was a little skeptical about it, but hearing it, earphones and everything there, amazing. Flo Milli, she released the album Ho, Why Is You Here? I really, really, really like this project. When I first heard Flo Milli, it was something different, because when she came on the scene, she said, I like cash and I care to my ass. I was like, yeah, I fuck with that. Like, she didn't come on here talking about her vagina or anything like that. All she did was say, I like cash and long hair. I could only respect it, and I really like this thing. Standout tracks for me is In the Party, which I heard prior to this. Cincinnati, 19, and Pussycat Doll. All tracks that I am in favor of. Also be Flow Mix, but you know, if you don't know that by now, then that's what it is. Cowboy released a deluxe edition of his project Live the Kings. I like Fake Love, Clueless, Brand New, and Purpose off that project. Decent project if you ask me. Or decent deluxe project. Death Wish by Q the Fool. I think this is a DMV artist, and I really just like Hustle and Baghdad off this project. Dope songs. Earl Sweatshirt released Feet of Clay Deluxe. He only added 2 more songs to this whole thing, which was Ghost and Whole World, which I think I already heard Whole World. I probably didn't hear Ghost, but I really like Ghost over Whole World, personally. And Lupe Fiasco released the House EP, which I really liked. I like Seldom. That's my favorite track off here, and that will be my first sleeper. And lastly, we got Logic with No Pressure. I did not go into this expecting to like any of these songs, yet I was impressed. The way this thing sounds, to the production, it's great. I expected to hate hard on this album, but I really honestly love it. From the production, and it's all due to No ID. And I think if No ID wasn't on this, I probably wouldn't like the project at all. But I like it, so I can't say anything else about it. Gotta look at a few other things, y'all. Hold on. So let's get into sleepers for the week. Now we're going to start off with a old sleeper. And for my old sleeper, I want to go ahead and start off with Spins by Smino. I think y'all should check that out. And in addition to me talking about Smino, I think you guys should check out Spaghetti by Smino, Jid, and Kenny Beats on the production. I love this. I love that single. Y'all definitely got to check that out. Oh, I forgot to talk about the J. Cole songs. The J. Cole songs were really, really decent. I like Lion King on Ice. That's my favorite. I really like the hook on that. And the other one is good. It's just like you really got to do a lot more listening. But let's see. Another sleeper is Dropout by OMB Bloodbath and Maxwell Cream. I heard this on the Wave Radio. And I fell in love with this. I really like this song. Um, I forgot to talk about Pop Smoke's album too, but really, really good deluxe. I need to start writing shit down. Okay. Really, really good deluxe. Favorite tracks off there are Ice Out Audemars, Showing Up Part 1 and Part 2, Backseat, Tsunami, Hello, and the Diana remix. Sleeper for this project would probably be She Feeling Nice. She Feeling Nice is hard. Um, let's see, any more sleepers? The whole Pink Sweats EP. I don't think I even talked about that. That's a sleeper for sure. Trying to see if there's anything else. Yeah, and I know I said Seldom uh by Lupe Fiasco. That shit is hard as fuck. And my last uh uh thing sleeper is Perfect by Logic off the No Pressure project and Soul Food too. Really, 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 really like those. Like the production is so good. I'm honestly in love with this project, and I'm honestly about to go listen to it some more. But thank you guys for tuning in the podcast. I'm going to try to make this longer, but in order for this stuff to be longer, I have to find more stuff that I want to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that I just don't simply care about, but there's some other stuff that's like, let's talk about this just so I can put it in the title. And that's really what I'd be talking about half this shit for. Most of the stuff I don't care about. You can tell what I care about by how much I talk about it. But that was the podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I am going to get to editing this right now. I hope you guys take care, and I'm out. Peace. See you next week.